um, some good news for as sports is concerned. Mr. Friends ain't gonna like this. So get ready for LeBron fanboys. LeBron fanboys counting 5'1" as well. Um, the bombshell report broke out that the NBA games are going to be on all channels now on NBC, uh, ESPN, and ABC, NBC, and CBS. No, not CBS. Those four channels. They're going to have all games on NBC, ABC, ESPN, and TNT now. But the other bombshell report, all the LeBron fans are going to hate me to this day. LeBron fans are going to tremble to me of air and earth. Um, Michael Jordan is working as a broadcaster now because he just got the offer from NBC to work as a broadcaster. And this is the first time we had the games on NBC, NBA on NBC since 2002, 2003. Because reason why that deal for NBC aspired and went away, but they couldn't get the contract done because of Disney's simple self years ago. That's how LeBron won that title in 2020, Mr. Francis. Because Disney played a factor in that, in the pandemic as well. And since then, LeBron has won the title in 6 years and counting. But Michael Jordan is working as a broadcaster on NBC later on in September. Probably won't be until October because the NBA season starts in the middle of October. But he'll be broadcasting in the beginning of September, near the end of October. And also, the drop of bombshell report, Carmelo Anthony's also a broadcaster too, Jahel. Oh, these LeBron fanboys. Oh, man, y'all going to be quivering to y'all knees of air and earth right now. Projects in deal. Like, you got to deal with the dude that defies the city that I call home, and then you got to deal with the dude that defies New York as a broadcaster on NBC. That's not looking good for Jahel right now. Hey, so, with the super chat, what's up? What's up? So, Michael Jordan and Carmelo Anthony will be broadcasting on NBC for the first time. For this, Michael Jordan's first time doing it since nearly 2 decades ago. When he did, though, before he stopped doing it. Co-host this friendly. Yes and no for the super chat. Yes and no. But anyways, like I said, Braun fanboys will bow to me now. Because now Carmelo Anthony, the project's in there. Like for the city that I call home, fighting Syracuse, and Michael Jordan returning to NBC for the first time in over 2 decades. This is the first time the NBA is on NBC. Uh, the super chat said, "Hi, what's up? You're cooking. What's up?" Yeah, I know. I want to come to my videos, but anyways, thanks for the compliments. Anyways, so LeBron fanboys are human right now because now that Carmelo Anthony's going to be broadcasting, talking about the greatest Broly players that are Broly's height and his height of all time, counting himself and Bron's dumb self too included. And Michael Jordan will be talking about the greatest 6'6" guys, men's and women's of AIs of Jason and Jenny of all time as well. LeBron fanboys are in trouble. Sam was the same. I don't know what it is, but hope you go far. Thanks, Sam, with the super chat as well. Thanks for that comment. But anyways, LeBron fanboys will bow to me now because Carmelo Anthony and Michael Jordan go be on NBC. Now all the games are on NBC, TNT, ESPN, and potentially CBS if CBS can find a way to get that done. They already do the one for the conference. I would be surprised if they do merge, work with the NBA to get the games on CBS. But anyways, like I said, Braun fanboys are in trouble. I just saw Dreamers Pro video, a couple of days ago, talking about Michael Jordan working as a broadcaster for the first time over 2 decades. He was he just stopped doing it. He just, excuse me, when his contract expired. But anyways, this is the first time Carmelo Anthony gets a job like this as well. Okay, so, okay, with the super chat, what's up? So like I said, I told a lot of people, man, it's so sad for these LeBron fanboys because people need to realize when you have Carmelo Anthony, the projects in there like me and Michael Jordan, his airness on NBC. It's a wrap for all LeBron fanboys counting Patrick at CCBC, and also Jahel in Georgia right now, because they both these goats, as far as them making the top 75 players back in 2021, 2022, know about basketball more than Jahel, because all Jahel thinks about is Lamar and LeBron in the order. That's all he thinks. He don't think about nothing else. As far as the other all-time greats, the generation he batches those generations. You got some nerve, Jahel. You got some nerve, man. For real, for real. So like I said, now that we got his airness and Carmelo Anthony on broadcasting, it's a wrap for all LeBron fanboys right now, you know? Y'all hate me right now. Y'all hate me right now. Patrick hates me at CCBC right now. You be all right. You be all right. But you knew this was coming, though. Because this is the first time Michael Jordan did a broadcast in over 2 decades. That was when NBC was in its heyday for all this athletic prime. For the contract prime, because Disney took it over. But anyways, pen no setback. But anyways, so LeBron fanboys will bow to me now, of air and earth right now. Because now that Michael Jordan's on NBC, also Carmelo Anthony. Oh, man. LeBron fanboys are salty right now because they don't know greatness with air when you see it. This is the reason I told you in all my bills last year and this year, you don't disrespect Aquarius babies, especially when they defy rising on their fathers and either. And disrespect us Earth babies when it comes to us being millennials either. It's real. I said, you just bashed one of my family. I'm not going to say a certain name in this house, but y'all bash generations. You can't do that in sports here. I'm sorry. No, I'm a millennial, and you was born the same year as Patrick Mahomes, who's also a millennial. But anyways, I told a lot of people, now that I got that news out, obviously, that Michael Jordan and Carmelo Anthony, the two GOATs of GOATs, the two first ballot Hall of Famers, are going to be on broadcast. It's a wrap for Jahil. I don't want to hear from 5'1's mouth ever again about his airness, because he keeps bashing that Zodiac for good reason. So they know more than you. You know, my fault that's on this earth defies air and earth. My grandmother that's on earth defies air only, not any other element. She twice any element is earth still. But anyways, like I said, PGP, maybe with the super chat, you good? Yeah, I'm good, but yeah, I'm fine. But now that Carmelo Anthony and Mr. Michael Jordan are going to be on NBC, it's a wrap for LeBron fanboys. Come Patrick at CCBC. God, I knew he was a LeBron fanboy, and now he's ruined because now he can't even use Shannon Sharp, who's going to be in jail now, sitting up because he not just got in trouble, these charges for messing with a teenage adult or young adult per se. He messed with a teenager and a 50-year-old. So I don't went from 5'1's mile. I said it. I don't went from 5'1's mile. Forget about Shannon Sharp. You want to use Nick right now? All because LeBron's gonna be on that podcast? Well, not LeBron, but Michael Jordan's gonna be on that podcast now on NBC. And Carmelo, how dare you question those goats? Oh no, Mr. Brown just say no rings though. I said, bro, it don't even matter at this point. As far as ring turn, this is your problem. You don't think well of June morning. No, you turned 30 in June. But anyways, you be the age I was last year. Anyways, the age I already was in 2020. I said I'm way ahead of your time of air and earth. But anyways, so now that LeBron has to deal with Michael Jordan as an announcer, and has to deal with Carmelo as an announcer, them two goats, right? They're going to give LeBron all the smoke, and LeBron James' son all the smoke. And there's nothing LeBron can do about it either, too, J-Hill. Because like I said, now that his ad is back on broadcast for the first time in over 2 decades, and now Carmelo Anthony's broadcasting. Oh man! So right for all LeBron fanboys, country Joe should be trembling in his seats right now, in his bed right now. This is the reason why you don't disrespect us Aquarius babies and Earth babies. They don't know how to find Aquarius rising and Earth stomping. No, my birthday is on Sunday, but anyways, my father's birthday is this later on this Thursday upcoming. But anyways, like I said, this is the reason why you don't bash generations here. I told you this. Like you'll never date anybody because you bash generation. You gonna bash their generation too? That's sad. So now that Michael Jordan's back to broadcast on NBC for the first time in over 2 days, this is the first time NBA is on NBC for the first time since 2002, 2003. And now that Carmelo, we got two girls calling out LeBron, giving LeBron all the smoke all day long. It leads to his retirement. LeBron's retirement, Mr. Friends. You already know that's coming, man. LeBron's not gonna play forever. Well, he's 50. I said, bruh, now with them suspension teams coming up, because two of those suspension teams, two of them are going to be in the East, two of them are going to be in the West. So, yeah, how's it going to do with those suspension teams now? And most of those suspension teams, the Las Vegas, forgot the name of the Las Vegas team for the men's team, because the women's team got the Cleveland Rockets, and they had 6 first-round picks and multiple second-round picks. And the other suspension team, the Golden State women's team, I forgot their name. It's Golden State something. It's not the Warriors, because the Warriors already used that name for the men's. But, yeah, like I said, that Michael Jordan can give you some real intellect about his answers. Can give you some real intellect about it. Now, Carmelo ever gives some real into who the goals are and who are chasing the ring when they chase. Because, like I said, one ring gets you into the Hall of Fame. Durability has to be there. And I told him, I don't give a damn if you don't like Jokic or not. I jumped to his height class, you big simpleton. I jumped in 2K. I jumped and I paid for his build. Because he's saying he can't shit it. All he can do is just dunking and pass. I said, bro, it's more than just dunking when it comes to high percentage shots. But he can shoot it too with the best of them. And if he wasn't shooting, he's still unguardable because his passing and dunking would have separated him from a lot of dark sides in the NBA. And like I said, too, as well, Jokic is one of the greatest millennials of all time, 1994 of all time. So like Giannis is one of the greatest millennials of all time. Both of them are going to the Hall of Fame. Both of them are going to be top 75 players when their career is done. You know, Giannis already made the top 75 in 21. Just that Jokic has made the top 75 in the mid-2020s. But anyways, and me and him to be the same that age by then. By the time he makes his top 75 honor as well, he's only chasing his teammate Russell Westbrook for most triple doubles in NBA history. So, like I tell his friend, now you have to deal with Michael Jordan as a broadcaster on NBC. Now the NBC signed the 10+ year deal. That's the sponsor all games on ABC, NBC, now NBC. Now they reinstated their contract pretty much. 10-year deal with NBC. Now all basketball on all channels: ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBC and ABC. Potentially CBS if CBS can get the money right with the NBA as well. Hey, Sigma, with the super chat. Hi, what's up? What's up? If they can get that deal done with CBS, it's a wrap for LeBron family. Because then you got to deal with those broadcasters. You got to deal with A.B. Johnson, who's also going to call LeBron. You got to deal with all those goats that actually have a ring or don't have a ring, but they were chasing it though. You got to deal with all those announcers. They're gonna get LeBron all the smoke. For real, for real. So like I said, Mr. Francis, you hate yourself. Now you got to deal with his arrogance being a broadcaster now, and Carmelo Anthony. So how did LeBron didn't get that position? Because he's still in the league. That's why. And 2, he didn't retire. And if he did become a broadcaster, which he already did, obviously, he ain't doing well with that either. And then he got the nerve to hire a coach as a broadcaster as a coach, and he didn't do well in his first year either. I wouldn't be surprised they fire him after year 2. This has been the Lakers' demise. This has been LeBron's demise of getting fired. This will be an NBA high 20th coach he'll get fired if it happens. That's more than any other player in the league. And not only that, they don't have a first-round draft capital. All they have is second-round picks. I'm so glad that Dallas did get. I'm so glad that the Mavericks did win the lottery for real. Because they obviously needed somebody to replace Luka pretty much. But Luka said for the Lakers he ain't signing that contract extension. He already made that clear. He wants to go elsewhere. He wants to chase his money elsewhere, from what I heard. Mr. Brennan said, how'd you find that out? Because he said he didn't sign an extension. Because they know the Lakers will be able to luxury tax if they do. So if they lose Luka, like I said on one of my videos a while ago, they lose Luka to a trade or to a free agency signing. Damn if I wasn't right again, Jill. Damn if I wasn't right. You know, Mr. Brennan, I hate you guys. Oh, this is what LeBron get for using players as pawns, Mr. Francis. That's basically what he's been doing for his entire career. He's been using players as pawns just to try to get over the hump. And he hasn't made no super team in God knows how long. So like I said, you hate yourself, Mr. Frank, because June wanted for good reason. They asked for that pen of air and Earth either. You can't even, I don't want to hear you bash any Aquarius, baby, any Aquarius. I don't give a damn if it's the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020. You better not bash that zodiac. I don't give a damn what you say. You better not bash any Gemini either. 90s, 2000s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 40s, 30s, any of those birth years, 2000, 2010, 2020, or I don't give a damn if you bash. You better not bash that zodiac. Libra, I give you a pass for Libra. Libra, I give you a pass. Only because I dealt one myself. My stepfather was a Libra. October ones are different, so you can't really bash them. That's a pass on. So I give you a pass on the September ones only. But as far as you bash those Aquarius babies, Aquarius rising babies, and Earth babies, pretty much you cannot bash no Earth zodiac, especially no Virgo. I'm sorry. Because you bash any of those generations, falls to 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2020 falls to Virgo, you as a moron. Absolute moron. Because you're only doing one of my family members is doing bashing generations. But he hasn't got no one to hump either. No offense. I don't say no names. But anyways, you need to stop bashing generations, Mr. Friend. That's your problem. To the point you will not be in a relationship for life because of this. You blame yourself and don't blame nobody else but yourself for that. And you committed a crime too, which I already know about. Obviously, you told me that in the past, so I already know what you did. But anyways, like I said, now that LeBron's going to deal with Michael Jordan as an announcer or broadcaster and Carmelo Anthony, they're going to give LeBron all the smoke, without question. And this is going to be sad for LeBron fanboys counting you and Patrick as CCBC. So I don't want to hear y'all use Shannon Sharp's mouth ever again. Yeah, he still has that podcast club shit. That ain't going to last long either. Because if he gets convicted of those charges, he ain't going to have that podcast no more either. He's going to be in jail, probably for the rest of his days. No, a lot of people going to use Nick Rice. He's a LeBron fanboy too. Y'all going to use him too? Y'all got some nerve, man. Y'all LeBron fanboys are so sad. It's not even funny. But like I said, now we got his airness and Carmelo Anthony going to the broadcast on NBC now. And it's signed a 10+ year deal now. He's going to have to get those two girls going to give LeBron all the smoke. But there was a LeBron for have their own podcast. But I'm sure Mr. Francis has his own, but he won't start with me because I'm gonna roast him with Jimmy Water because you have not matured. You still at like 18-year-old Jim because a trademark. I said, who's if you're talking about the GOATs of all time, let's talk about all North American sports here. Me if Tiger Woods gotten it done. Me if John F. Jack Nicklaus has gotten it done. I just saw a bit over that on Mojo Plays. Talking about the top 10 top 100. Actually, no, I think it was top 50 Michael Jordans of all sports of all time, and also counting racing. I saw all that. I said, I already knew what the Michael Jordan and Bill Russells was. Counting skateboarding with Tony Hawk as well. So, like I said, Braun fanboys are so sad, man. It's not even funny. Because, like I said, only Kobe Bryant made more first-team All-NBA defensive teams. Jordan's second on that list. Only gold champion and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ahead of him in terms of first-team All-NBA defensive teams. And Kareem Abdul still holds the record for most MVPs, one with 6. That's closest as Jordan with 5. LeBron hasn't won an MVP since 2016. That's a long time, bro. That's almost a decade later. And LeBron is forever washed up, and he has that great. He was like a grandfather right now. And he's losing hair too in the process. You can't bring up longevity if you don't bring up 6 for any Michael Jordan. Okay, I'll give you a lot of perfect examples. Tony Hawk, Michael Jordan, skateboard like me. Mike Tyson, the Michael Jordan, the boxing like me. Tiger Woods, the Michael Jordan, the golf like me and John. And all the other GOATs in golf as Michael Jordan and Bill Russell. Bruce Leroy, Shannon Leroy, Brandon Leroy. Far as 11. Mike Tyson far as 11 title reigns. John Cena. Hell, I even bring up The Rock, who has the most with 34 title reigns. Randy Orton. The one that was chasing him, was surpassed with me of Tiger Woods. Hell, I've never recorded 18 wins as a woman golfer. And 6 of those last year. And 1 win this year, I think, for her. And then multiple top 5 finishes so far. But if she doesn't have any injuries. But anyways. And then Michael Phelps, the Michael Jordan and Bill Russell medals like me. Who else follows the Michael Jordans and Bill Russells? Jimmy Johnson from NASCAR, Michael Jordan, the NASCAR as well. Dale Earnhardt, the Michael Jordans and NASCAR like them as well. Jordan set the standard in all sports, and Bill Russell set both of them. And Bruce Leroy and all the Leroys set the standard in all sports for us, chasing 11 and 6. When you surpass those numbers, you are beyond them. And it's so sad to hear you're not funny right now. Or you think about all LeBron's records, and Lamar Jackson's right, but you don't think about Patrick Mahomes, right? He holds a variety of records. He's tied with a few of them, Patrick Mahomes. And you're born the same exact year. He's a Virgo, you're a June Cancer, and you'll stay that way for good reason. So, like I said, I'll give you some more examples of the Michael Jordans. Tom Brady, the Michael Jordan of football, like me. Cheating or no cheating or not. And anyways, who else is chasing 6 in baseball? What's that dude's name from baseball that holds record for most? I forgot his name. He holds record for most titles as a catcher. Bill Russell, Bruce Roy, Shannon Roy. And I can tell you who the Michael Jordan and Bill Russell and USC are. There's so many good. I can name them all. I can't name them all, but I can name most of them. But like I said, you hate those goats because Michael Jordan and Bill Russell set the standard. As far as the double digit, and all the rewards set the standard as far as double digit titles. Well, this friend's gonna say double digit title. What about double digit titles? Because we unify, we unified them in repeated dominance, and 6 of the 11. If you know about the first 6, we repeated twice, and the other 5 we unified. 3 more, and with other things, and then 2 more by ourselves. I'll give you some more examples of the Bill Russells. As far as number 11, Bill Russell himself, before he died in 2022, obviously due to natural causes, he has the most, actually second most MVPs with the third one with 4. Okay, I bring up says Mr. Going to say 50,000 points over Ron postseason regular, but Russell had almost 20,000 points per regular season and postseason, and won 11 titles. That was done this way to go. And then you're talking about the greatest coaches of all time. Why not put Greg Popovich, who just got a position as a president to work with the Spurs in that mix? Also got 5 titles, one away from, say, fell short the years after because of age and health. But now he's working as a president. That's a good thing, too, for him right now. Hell, I'll give you another better one if I was the Michael Jordan bill. How about Phil Jackson, who was chasing 6 and 5 with 2 different teams and won one as a player? When you go surpass double digit and single digit titles, nobody can tell you shit. You have done it all. You've been through it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, and you've been through all the good, the bad, the ugly, and all. And even the kind of losing players in free agency, any player, that's in any sport, you still got it done. With less, with more. So yeah. Just wanted to go on this rant, obviously, but I also wanted to tell Jahil and any LeBron fan what the bad news about Michael Jordan and Carmelo Anthony being on NBC. Now that NBC signed a 10-year deal, obviously, with Carmelo Anthony as well. So both of them going to be broadcast for the rest of his days until Michael Jordan eventually dies, and then until Carmelo Anthony, when he retires from broadcasting pretty much. But they're going to do the jobs very well. LeBron fanboys are salty right now. They hate me right now. They're on earth right now. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. But you can add me on Xbox too. If you like this type of stuff, leave a like on the video, obviously. Subscribe to me on Raiders Power 8, KBH Podcast, after Sunday Forever, and New Touch 1. You can follow me on Spotify, the HUD 11, Young Messiah. That's what's pretty serious. S all digital, but it's PS5 all digital. And New Touch 1 on Spotify. You can follow me on Living Queen 4 as well. You can follow me on Twitch as well. That's my TikTok, Living Queen 4. You can follow me on Instagram, Hutchikanami, comment on that one. In my 2 back accounts, one of my back accounts already reached my friends limit, my followers limit on Instagram on that one. The other one I was about to approach my followers limit because I couldn't get past 7,500 on one of them. And the other one I was about to get to 7,500. That's the max limit. But anyways, you can subscribe to my YouTube channels, KBH Podcast, that's for Sony Faber, News Hutch 1. You got all my Spotify. I already said my Spotify. So I'll give you my PSN to Espagori 2, Furry Kingdom, Muscle Guys UC 4, Channel UC 764. Those are all my PSNs. You got me on Xbox Cloud Gaming, Alpha 4859, Dogway 66 as well. And you can follow me on Google, add me on Google, follow me on Outlook, add me on Outlook as well. Follow me on Google Play, add me on Google Play as well. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. You got my links to Spotify as well. Oh, and my Twitch as well. Lemon Hunt, Furry Kingdom, Raven McKell, Robin. You can also follow my Twitch account as well. Okay, guys, I end the video right there. Just want to go on around about the Michael Jordan and Bill Russell and give all the LeBron fanboys a lot of bad news, you know? Yeah, dude, stay tuned for the next bill. Hey, 16, go with the super chat. Hi, what's up, Stay tuned for the next video, guys, as well. Later on during the week. Yeah, this is. Stay tuned for the next video during the week. Yeah, this is.